Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 8th of July 2021 and the time now is 6:27 a.m. Well, today our topic is remember our personal stories is very important. Share what happened when you were 6. So before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so here we go. Okay, yeah, so today we talk about things happen in 6 years old.
Mm.
Firstly, I would like to talk about my niece is also 6 years old. Yeah, all right. So
This, this year?
yeah, this year. So later maybe I can relate or compare me and my niece. So do
Mm.
you want to start first for your
Okay.
story?
Yeah, can.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this story happened in my kindergarten. And at that time, I don't like to go to kindergarten
Mm.
because my teacher is very, very strict.
Mm.
And she may hit me when I answer wrongly.
Oh,
So, for example, when we are doing mathematical questions or
yeah.
doing some English or some language, yeah, whatever
Mm.
subjects. And if I do it wrong, and she'll hit me. And I remember one of the times she even hit me using the ruler, the side of the ruler,
Mm.
and hit my finger back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is really, really pain. Mm. I still couldn't forget the pain.
Mm.
Mm. And so that times I actually told my mom I don't like to go to kindergarten and I don't
Mm.
want to go to kindergarten anymore.
Yeah.
And she didn't ask me the reason. And at that time, in our kindergarten, there are some people get the dengue. So she also think, yeah, it's okay. And because just left about half years, then I need to go to primary school. So
Mm.
she allowed me to to, to quit the kindergarten. And she didn't ask any reasons.
Mm.
Yeah. And yeah, so at the end she said okay, and then she arranged everything. And I remember the last day in kindergarten, I feel very, very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everything unchanged.
Mm.
And but the, the teacher is very quiet, and they didn't scold me, they didn't hit me.
Mm.
Mm. But no one like comes to me and tell me, yeah, oh, this is your last day or something like that. So everything remain unchanged. And I actually feel, yeah, I actually feel quite relieved, because I also don't like a lot of people comes to me and a lot of teachers comes to me
Yeah.
and ask me something. Mm. And even in the evening, and when it's about going back to home,
Yeah.
and this teacher, she's still having the poker face. Mm.
Mm.
And I feel even relieved because I know it's going to the end,
Mm.
and I won't see her anymore in future.
Mm.
So when it's time when I need to return to to my home,
Mm.
and my this teacher actually asked me to wait, and then she want to take me go to downstairs, and she walk in front and asked me to follow her.
Mm.
And I actually, yeah, I actually feel quite nervous because it's the first time she do this, and in the past it's another teacher, another like tutor
Mm.
take me go to downstairs, and then to watch us go to our parents' car,
Yeah.
or or see whether our parents have come to take us. Yeah,
Mm.
so this is actually the first time, and I feel very, very nervous and worried. I don't know what she want to do on me. So I don't know where she want to where she taking me. Maybe she want to take me somewhere, or she want to meet my mom. and tell some things, and
Yeah.
then make me shame. I don't know.
Mm.
And yeah, so during the period I walked down to the downstairs and follow her, I feel that yeah, this is my last day. Why she want to do this on me?
Mm.
So and my tear is already in my eyes. By control it, I don't want to let it come out from my mind, from my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I say yeah, okay, never mind. I I already prepared for that.
Mm.
And when it go to the downstairs, and my teacher takes me go to a retail store, which is very near to the tuition center,
Mm.
just just about next tree house. And uh, actually the retail store is quite near to our tuition center, but I didn't go there
Oh,
often.
wait a minute. Eric, it is kindergarten, right? It is not
Yeah,
tuition center, right?
yeah.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah. And my teacher take me go to the retail store, and actually which is quite near to the kindergarten.
Mm.
Yeah. And and actually the retail store is quite near to the kindergarten, but I didn't go there often because
Mm.
the teacher and parents actually don't allow us to go there by ourselves.
Mm.
Mm. And I'm very curious why she want to take me to there,
Yeah.
and a bit scared.
Mm.
And when we been the store, the retail store, and my teacher asked me to choose one snack,
Yeah.
and I followed. And then she pay for the snack, she pay the
Mm.
money, and then I'm holding the snack and look at her, and then she also look at me, and
Yeah.
then she asked me to eat, and I also follow.
Mm.
So only at this time, I actually realized that, wow, actually my teacher is kind of like she treating me a snake.
Mm.
And I look at her face, and this is only this is the first time I can see I can see her face. I can feel. Yeah, her face is still she's still holding the poker face, but only at this time I can feel she's actually not that strict and a little bit gentle.
Mm.
Mm. And maybe she's strict is because she thinks it's good for us. She wants us to learn something, and
Mm.
then she don't want us to fall behind.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, and I feel very sorry to her because I misjudged her. Yeah, but of
Mm.
course, at that time I couldn't think that deep because I'm just a little child, little
Yeah.
kid. Mm. But actually, this already becomes one of my precious memory. And sometimes when I think about the teacher, this term, the teacher,
Mm.
and phrase will appear in my mind.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a story.
Mm. So what was your decision after that? Do you still continue your school or stop?
No, stop.
Oh.
Mm.
Mm. Yep. Yeah. Sometimes really teachers that are more that are stricter or teachers that used to scold us a lot, we tend to remember them uh, better than others, right?
Mm.
Mm, yeah. All right. So yeah, for my story, when I was 6, yeah, I remember that actually before I was 6, my house had an aquarium, and then we have fish inside, and I still remember the how the fish look like, they are the species name of the fish is actually red parrot. Yeah, so the fish is red in color, and we have 18 in that aquarium. Yeah, and one day, my mother want to go to the shop that sells those aquarium fish, and
Mm.
then I realized that actually that shop is just near to my kindergarten. Yeah, and then my mother uh, after she fetched me from my kindergarten, and she went there together with me. And yeah, that is the first time I went to that. I used to call it the aquarium center, 水族馆. Yeah, and then because there are a lot of fish inside. Yep, and then uh, since that time, I like to went to the shop. Yeah, because I like to just go around in the shop and then look around. Um, there are so many fish, and then after a few times, I found that there is a fish which is in a plastic bag. Uh, and then the fish is very beautiful. They are colorful. Some of them is blue. Some of them was purple, yellow, red. So actually, that is the fish. I don't know the name, but in Chinese we call them the fighting fish. Yeah. Do you know about this? Hello.
Yeah, I know about this.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. And then yeah, I asked my mom. I told my mom that I like that fish and I want to have one. And at that time, my mom agreed to buy me one fish. So I choose the fish, and I still remember I choose the fish which is purple color, dark purple. And then yeah, after that I keep the fish at home, and then in a container which is plastic one. And then yeah, but I only managed to keep the fish for I think is 1 or 2 months before it died. Yep, and since then I often ask my mom to bring me there, and then to look to look at the fish, and then sometimes I want my mom to buy me fish. Yeah, so so this is one of the thing I can remember clearly, because at that time I really like fish, and also is a thing we often do after I finish school in my kindergarten.
Mm.
Yeah, and then so this is the first, and then second. Second is I remember that one time I took leave. I took a few days off school uh, when I was 6, which is the last year in my kindergarten. And at that time, I think is I took like 2 or 3 days. I forgot about the reason. Yeah, but I remember that my mom bring me to my teacher's home. Yeah, my teacher's house, which surprised me because my teacher actually just live the next street behind my house.
Oh,
So so, so we didn't drive. My mother didn't drive cars, and we just go there on foot. And then I remember that my mother told me that, oh, is that house which the gate is uh, chocolate color, and then she want me um, to call my teacher to yell to shout at the gate. And then you know what? At that time I was really yeah, I wouldn't say I am stupid. I was stupid. I would say I was quite blur at that time because
Mm,
I didn't pay attention at school, and in our school we have more than one teachers that teach us. So
mm,
I really don't know my teacher's name.
mm,
So my mom told me about that so that I do so, and my teachers come out, and I would say I also quite blur at that time. I didn't recognize my teacher.
mm,
Yeah, and then yeah, so this is something I feel uh um I think I should have uh the the awareness, but at that time it's almost impossible uh to have this kind of awareness to
mm,
know my teacher's name, to remember my teacher. Um, yeah, why I say this because for now my niece is also 6 years old,
mm,
and she is better than I was when I was 6. She can tell me a lot of things happening in the school, and she can repeat what the teachers say to her, to me, and then she also remember the teacher that taught her, and she also has a few friends, and sometimes she told me the story of her friends. Um, yeah, which I think this is something I couldn't do it when I was 6. Yeah, I don't know whether um is my case is special, or because of the generation problem, because nowadays uh, kids when they were very young, they had the chance to maybe to watch a lot of TV, and some of the cartoon is related to education. They can learn things from TVs, and yeah, I don't know whether this is the problem or it's my problem, but I think partly it's my problem because I was blurred uh, until I was uh, primary
25.
4,
Oh,
not
I
20,
I thought you want to say until
25.
now.
Yeah, still a little bit. Yeah, still a little bit. So yeah, so this is the things I would like to talk about. I was really blurred and totally had no friends, and seems like I don't have the awareness to make friends or to talk to friends, something like that.
Mm,
Yeah, I can just stay alone at the kindergarten.
yeah. And
Yeah.
sometimes when I need to think, when I need to like recall the memory when I was a kid,
Mm,
and the face, yeah, the face from the kid is actually is a blurred face. Yeah. So it's like uh the eyes is the eyes is open as big as possible, and then the mouth is like didn't close fully
mm,
and open halfly, and then look at something and didn't move.
mm,
Mm. Yeah, this is my memory. This is my memory about the face when I was a kid. Yeah,
mm. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So in the first story, the fish,
Mm.
have you take care the fish, or actually your family member take care the fish?
Yeah, actually, I take care of the fish because in other words, that is my fish. My mother buy me, so
Mm.
nobody can touch my fish.
Oh,
Yeah. And of course, after that, my brother also asked my mom to buy the
fire.
fish. Yeah, and then actually that fish we call them the fighting fish. They can they can fight, right? They will
Yeah.
fight with each other.
We can put
And
together.
yeah, but we didn't do that. We think that is too cruel. So what we do, we actually put them into uh, some some glass container, and then and then put the two container together, and then the fish can see each other, and they will kind of fight. Yeah.
Mm. But it's also hurt to them, is it? They
Uh,
keep, they keep use their head and smash
ah,
the
yeah,
glass.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. So besides the fish, have you buy any pet as your kid?
Any pets? Yeah. Well, one time we bought the what's that
Fish?
uh it's not is it a turtle? A turtle is the one swimming in the sea, right? Living in the sea. It's not in the sea one.
Oh.
Tortoise. I'm not
Mm.
sure whether my pronunciation is correct.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, tortoise. And then for that one, I also at first I thought they can live up to 100 years or 200 years.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think it's our fault. Yeah, because we maybe we didn't take care of them well. We didn't do it professionally. Yeah, it died just after a few months.
Mm. And
Yeah,
you also think, yeah, the size was getting bigger and bigger.
yeah,
Mm. And
yeah.
then you keep looking at them. Why they didn't grow? Why they
Mm,
still so little? Like that.
yeah, yeah. And then yeah, in our thought, we think they can grow bigger enough for us to sit on them, right?
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, and then actually just after brought them home, the first impression to me is they are quite smelly.
Yeah.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah.
Okay. So do you have anything else to add in?
No. Yeah.
Me neither.
Okay.
Okay. So that's all for our today conversations. How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversation. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocabulary mistakes that we made, please also comment to let us know, because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like and subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.